First I have to say, hello scavengers, why are you here? No! Oh, I did not want that. I did not want that. I'm completely undefended. Map! 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 How am I supposed to get past? I can't do anything. Mineworld Lizard's always bringing new challenges to you. No! How can that happen? I'm sorry, what the? Ah! Why? Okay, that's a little weird. Yeah, we finally made it to that hibernation chamber. Merp. Oh, it's a black wizard. Merp, that didn't do what I wanted it to. Oh, crash. Okay, that was... Oh, that's where I want to go. Is it? Survivor? I don't know where to run to. It might be a hibernation chamber, but we don't have enough food. I love that. Ah, okay then. Oh. Oh, no. Why are there so many black lizards? That's ridiculous. Why are there so many black lizards? That's just nuts. That's a dead end. Why am I in this situation? Right, that's a dead end. So much for being careful, we need to find our way out. No! 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 Wow, there was a lizard there. Now there's a cyan lizard. No! Did I just choose a difficult direction or something? When do you see that happen? Oh my goodness. No. Oh my no! I shouldn't have gone back up again. I would have been safe in the hibernation chamber. It's a bit squished, but... Survivor, I don't know how you slept in a hibernation chamber with all of those, including a caramel lizard, but okay then. Okay, a lizard would actually help. No! Caramel lizard, you're honestly the worst. Maybe I should have gone and tried to tame a cyan lizard instead. No! No. No! Nope. Okay, I think we ended up unlocking the friend achievement. There it is, one not need to travel alone. The problem is though, who I chose as the friend is just annoying. Ah! Oh! I see the flies are following the dead centipede. Looks like I won't be taming that blue lizard then. Well, there's the area we want to go to. Okay, we made it. I realised that Survivor's probably easier than other slug cats. Sadly, the friend achievement really is not going to help me out at the moment. I was going to say we should change Survivor's colour, but I can't do that. What do I even say about Survivor? In some ways, I like Survivor. I find Monk's story more interesting than Survivor. I do like the dreams that Survivor experiences, although it's hard to say that Survivor necessarily experiences dreams. That statue doesn't look like an ancient. Sometimes I wonder how much of Monk and Survivor's map are different to each other. Overall, what do I think of Survivor? Well, it's definitely true there's aspects of Survivor that are similar to Monk. There are areas of Survivor I noticed that are quite different to that of Monk's. Regardless, I still think there's a lot of good to be had in Survivor's campaign. Yay, I'm the head of the Guardian. Oh. There we go. You realise where this place is, it's actually really easy to get to. I guess for me, what makes Rainworld Survivor different to Monk? Like, I can easily tell you why I prefer Monk over Survivor. It's because Monk has the additional lore, which makes it have a lot more value to the lore in Monk's campaign, because it's not just Survivor fell down a hole, now Survivor has to try and make it back to the family. Monk actually went after Survivor. Like, there's that another aspect to it all, and that's what's valuable. No way, it's an aspect of Rainworld I definitely want to talk about is the lack of story context for some Slugcats. Like, Survivors is kind of a repeat of Monk to some extent, or being its own independent story. And the other problem I have is that there's very little depth to the story behind Gourmand, or at least it feels like that. Like, some of the other stories are really good. Monk, Survivor, Hunter, well, Artificer, I mean, has to have the best story of all the Slugcats. I actually know all the Slugcats in story order, except for Watcher and him. Spearmaster, Artificer, Hunter, Gourmand, Survivor, Monk, Rivulet, Saint. Besides Inf and maybe Watcher, I definitely think the Slugcats that add the least value to Rainworld would probably be Gourmand, because the storyline seems a bit shallow, and Survivor, because it feels very repetitive from Monk. Of course, Inf has the most shallow story, even though there's quite a bit of complexity. Inf's story is so shallow that it became a joke. I mean, besides map layout and the nice yellow Slugcat, I really don't see the difference between Survivor and Monk's campaign. I mean, in some ways, Survivor's campaign is actually easier than Monk's campaign. Now, even though you can't tell, that's the green data pearl, and the reason why I'm removing it is because it's important to remove anything from yourself before you enter the Void Sea. Do I call it the Void Sea or the Void Fluid? I mean, I thought Void Fluid was black, but when you see it like this, you think, okay, so Void Fluid must have some kind of gold layer on it. Yeah, easiest way to fix Survivor's campaign? Just add something to Monk's campaign that's exclusive compared to Survivor. So you got the friend, the Dragon Slayer, Survivor. What was my first lizard that I friended? Paramore Lizard. And where? In Subterranean, when I was finishing the game. Oh, hello. I get it's got continue, because if I want to, I can go to Outer Expanse.